you know the feeling of procrastination. You know the feeling of having that annoying, terrible feeling of resistance towards something that you know that you need to get done. Homework for school, whether that's for your business or going to work out because you told yourself you would, you feel that resistance, that terrible feeling that's pulling you in the other direction, justifying these excuses that you're making, validating these things in your head so you don't do the thing, you don't do the task, and it's pulling you and pushing you further away from actually doing it, and that's procrastination. And today we're going to talk about how to stop procrastination. What is the cure to procrastination? Because this is the worst feeling. That feeling of resistance that we feel, that feeling of dread, that whatever we're going to be doing, it's going to be so bad that we just try to put it off for as long as possible. It's so time consuming. It's just the worst. It's the worst of everything in the entire world. I just don't want to do this. And we've all felt that before towards something, whether that's an assignment for school, whether that's working on your online business, or like I said earlier, going to the gym. So don't mind the ring light. Like I said, I just woke up a little bit ago, so bear with me. How to cure procrastination, how to stop procrastinating so we don't feel this in our life anymore. This overwhelming, annoying feeling that we just don't want to do something. And the worst part is about procrastination is whenever you know that you're procrastinating, you know that you are, and you know that you're putting it off and trying to make other things a priority and do other things so you can justify not doing the thing that you really have to do. The worst part is when you know you're procrastinating, but you just don't care. You simply choose to scroll on TikTok and sit down and play video games or do something else because you don't want to do it so bad. So, today I'm going to tell you how to stop procrastinating and how to actually not want to how to actually want to do that thing that you have to do, and so you don't put it to the side, push it to the side for later. So, the first thing that we're going to be talking about is a sustainable method, something that you can erase from your life today to absolutely get this cure this procrastination. So that is what we're going to be talking about. Later on, we're going to be talking about a action-based method that you can do right now. It's a method I like to call the 3-2-1 method. We'll be talking about that later, so stay tuned. But how are we going to cure this? How are we going to stop procrastinating? We're going to do that by taking out unearned dopamine from our life. So, if you don't know what unearned dopamine is, we have this access, this instant source of stimulation and entertainment in front of our face, and we can just pop it open, start scrolling. We can do whatever we want with it. We can play video games. And it's not just your phone, it's not just doom scrolling on TikTok. It's playing the video games with your boys because it's just an hour and one more game, bro. But it's it's watching Netflix. It's watching the Outer Banks series because it just came out, binge watching it like I literally just did. But that is unearned dopamine, something that you haven't earned, but you have access to. That's straight entertainment that stimulates your brain and makes everything else boring. That's the way that we're going to make this stuff that we don't want to do fun. Is we're going to eliminate this unearned dopamine because in the name it's unearned. You did absolutely nothing to earn this dopamine and earn this entertainment and satisfaction that you're getting from watching the TikTok or binge watching Outer Banks like I just did. So we're going to remove this from your life. And once you remove unearned dopamine, you'll start to get it in other things. You'll start to get it in the tasks that you had to do that you were once putting off. You start to get it in whenever you actually see success and accomplish a little thing, like maybe you get done with that assignment and you get an A. You see that results, that feedback from that thing, and you get dopamine because you know that you worked hard, you studied for it, and you're like, let's go, bro. It actually paid off. So you're going to change this unearned dopamine and get rid of it. I wouldn't say completely because it's obviously going to be in our life somewhat, but you're going to dial down that unearned dopamine so you can get that earned dopamine. So you can get it from something more fulfilling and actually feel accomplished whenever you get that dopamine and get dopamine from a different source. So you used to get it from your phone, you used to get it from doom scrolling, and now you're getting it from getting stuff done. And that stuff that you didn't want to do, that you were dreading because it's so time consuming and annoying, and you just had this source of entertainment right in front of you, it becomes fun. And it might not become fun, but it allows you to flow. It allows you to focus on your work because that's the only thing that's in your mind, in your sight. There's no distractions. It allows your creativity flow. So just like as you were a kid, whenever you were bored, I would ride my bike 2 miles down the road with my brother. I would play football in the yard for hours with my boys. Whenever we were bored, we would instantly think of something to do. We would get a stick and a rock and play stick ball, like baseball. We would find something because we didn't have this unearned dopamine, and our creativity in our mind flew. It just flowed. So that creativity is gonna flow. That focus is gonna flow. Whenever we sit down and actually do the work that we were once dreading, we're not gonna dread it anymore, and it's gonna become a deep focused task where we're just flowing and we're just typing out whatever we need to do, or we're just banging out these reps because we know it's what we need to do to achieve our dream physique. It's gonna become flow. It's gonna become we're gonna be happy to do it instead of resist it and put it off to the side. It's gonna become a priority. It's gonna become something that we genuinely enjoy now because we have this unfulfilling, short-term, cheap, unearned dopamine in our life. So the way that we're going to deplete ourselves from this unearned dopamine and dial it down a little bit, because like I said, I still doom scroll every now and then. I still watch Outer Banks. There's a balance to everything. So it's not taking it out of your life. That's gonna be insane, right? So we're going to dial it down. And the way that I did this, even though sometimes I ignore it, I put a screen time on my phone. So the app that I doom scroll on, TikTok, that's the one I can't stay off of because it's relatable, funny videos. It keeps me hooked, engaged. We're gonna put a screen time on it. Screen time on it. I put an hour screen time on my TikTok. So whenever that hour hits, I'm like, wow, I've been on my phone for an hour a day when I could be doing something else for my business, for my mental, my spiritual, my physical gains. I could be in the gym for an hour longer, but I'm on this app scrolling. And like I said, sometimes that's good to have balance and scroll and do your thing, but an hour should be plenty time to doom scroll and get your fun time, free time in that you haven't had throughout the day. So screen time your phone to whatever that is for you. Maybe your screen time on TikTok is 10 hours. Don't go to 1 hour. Notch it down to like maybe 2 or 3. There's levels to this. So screen time your app. And once you realize that you don't need it and you can stay off of this unearned dopamine, you can start to set intentional dopamine detoxes where you set out a day. I'm not going to doom scroll. I'm not going to be on my phone. And it'll help you cure this brain fog. it'll help it'll help you cure this brain fog. My fault. It'll help you get rid of this dread that you're feeling towards this task that you know you need to do. It'll help you it'll help you stop procrastinating. So, do a dopamine detox. Get rid of this unearned dopamine, push it to the side, dial it down just a little bit so you can realize how much more fulfillment and enjoyment and actual earned dopamine that you'll get from tasks that you know you need to do. And like I said, that task won't be absolutely terrible. It'll be awesome because you'll be able to get it done without this distraction, because that's the main thing for focus, is not having distractions, is being able to deep focus, lock in, reach that flow state where you're just going, you're doing. And that's exactly how you're going to stop procrastinating, how you're going to get rid of this unearned dopamine. And like I said, the action-based method. Oh, also, if you want to learn how to stop procrastinating and actually keep working towards this, check out the free course, free community in my bio. I mean, in my description. But anyways, if you want to learn the action-based method, like I said earlier, this is called the 3-2-1 method, where when you don't feel like doing something and you have this battle between your mind and your body, and your mind is like, I need to get up, I need to do this work, but your body is like, bro, just 5 more minutes scrolling on TikTok, and then that 5 minutes goes to 25. I'm like, bro, I'll just do it tomorrow. Like these excuses that we make in our head, we start to justify them because it's something that our body doesn't want to do, but our mind knows that we have to. So that battle between these two, this is going to be able to silence it. This is going to be able to silence this battle. And since you have absolutely no time to overthink, this is what you're going to do, and it just works, So you're just laying in your bed, you're scrolling on TikTok, you're literally going to count down from 3 to 1. 3, 2, 1. And you get up. You do the thing. You literally just get up and start doing it. And like I said, since you have no time to second guess, since you have no time to be like, oh, but maybe if I had enough time to do this and that, and measure the time and how much time you've been scrolling versus how much time you could have been putting towards it, or vice versa. Bro, you have no time to second guess or overthink about anything. You just get up. You get up once it hits 1, and by the time you hit 1, you have to be up. And if you are, then you can do this task. It silences that battle. It silences that procrastination so you can just get to action when you know you need to most. So you may not want to get up on the 3, 2, 1, but on the end of that one, if you get up, you'll be able to put action, put that input towards whatever you need to do, whether that's your homework, business, workout, grind, losing body weight, dieting, like whatever, bro. So do this action-based method. I still do this to this day, and it's not this magical thing where you count down from 1 or you count down from 3 and it's 3, 2, 1, and you're like, bro, I can get up. Like I can get up now. Like I can just automatically, now that I've counted down, it works. Wow. It's like you have to put the action. You have to want to get up a little bit. Like you have to want to know that you need to do this. But once you actually do that, it'll help you. It'll help you do this thing. It'll help you get out of that rut, out of that doom scroll, out of that whatever you're in, that trance. Because you're on autopilot when you scroll. I don't know if you know that. Or play video games or watch Outer Banks, clicking next episode after episode like I did yesterday, bro. It was good though. I wouldn't spoil anything. But do this method. Get rid of this unearned dopamine in your life. Do this action-based method, this 3, 2, 1. This one isn't super sustainable. Like I said, this is an action-based method, but getting rid of that unearned dopamine, allowing yourself to feel when you go on a drive. Put down your phone. Don't listen to music. Just listen to the leaves. It's like fall turning winter right now, and it's so beautiful outside. Look at everything. Because whenever we have that dopamine and that stimulation, that blue light, just turning our brain to mush constantly 24/7, our screen time's like 10 hours a day, 7 hours a day. That's insane. We have this brain fog. So if we get rid of that, if we allow ourselves to be present, this work that we don't want to do will become fun. We'll be able to flow. We'll be able to actually get it done and get that sense of accomplishment, that sense of fulfillment from the work that we know we need to do. So, like I said earlier, if you want to learn how to stop procrastinating and completely just get rid of this unearned dopamine in your life, or at least dial it down a little bit, reach your goals, reach the things that you set out, reach the highest version of you on your self-improvement journey. I have a completely free self-improvement course, and it's going to guide you on a monk mode period where you set these goals and you only focus on them, because we know how distracting the world can be whenever we have this dopamine in front of us or Outer Banks just coming out. So I have a free self-improvement course. It's in the self-improvement community in my description. You can join it. Surround yourself around like-minded people. It's completely free, both of them. The community, the course, you'll have completely free access to this. You'll have free access to me, DM me, maybe even hop on a coaching call, who knows. But join that up. I love y'all, boys. Appreciate y'all watching the video. This is how you're going to cure procrastination. Get rid of this unearned dopamine. You're going to eliminate this procrastination and actually do the stuff you know you need to do. Finally get up and stop being a little girl. Stop sitting on your phone, bro. All right, I love y'all. I'm out. Hope you enjoyed the video. If so, subscribe. If not, subscribe anyways because it's free. I love you, boys.